Hello, folks. How are we doing tonight? Once again, did not plan on coming on here, but we are here. And we're going to have a very important message here in just a couple minutes. I did want to just do a quick update while I'm on here. So, I can hear myself over in Stefan. I was like tripping out for a second. Apologies. I heard myself over in Stefan's phone. I could not understand how I could hear myself for a second. So obviously I'm in pretty good spirits. So that's obviously probably a pretty good indication that it was a pretty good day, and it was a good day. And I was some happy to hear Thor get into my friend's car when I was on the phone, and it just was such a relief. So Thor is secured, and it's just, man, just even to say that. And Zeus is going to be picked up in the morning. So, successful day. I can breathe a lot better this evening. A lot better. But unfortunately, while I was having a good day, others were dealing with a bunch of bullshit. And before we get into that, she just popped in there. I just wanted to get something quick out of the way before she takes the stage and really runs with what we're going to be talking about tonight. We went for a big walk tonight, and I told Stefan we were walking by this place by the Chateau, and I was like, how many people, different types of people, generations of people sat there and drank a beer? Like, at one point, there were men with their swords and shields on that table, drinking a beer out here. And here we are learning all this history. And it's crazy because when I walk around here, I feel like I'm walking around here 400 years ago. And then we're going to come on here and talk about things that are just out of this world. And it's crazy to think that we're here, but we are definitely here, folks. And she is here as well. So, hello, Angel. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Pretty good. I had a good day. How are
We
you?
should start this with putting this song, "The Days of Your Life." You feel where like we're in the days of your life over here.
Yeah, some days are like that,
And I
unfortunately.
had a pretty awesome day. Very
That's
cool
good.
day.
That's good. Me too.
Like usually I do. I don't give too much attention to the devil.
Right.
But I have to come up here. I didn't thought that I have to do this. But I promised my brothers that I would not jump on my vehicle and go knock the door of somebody. They
Probably
asked
good.
me to be a woman, so I am a woman. I might
Fair
speak
enough.
like a man. I'm sorry for that. But right now I'm taking my stand as a mother, life giver, protector of human being. I'm not the type of person that's gonna go out and create harm. Never. But when men are coming my ways, I will do what I need to do to protect the other woman. Because myself, I'm not scared. I'm just listening to the male balance. Let's say it this way. So last night, and correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't name no one. I didn't say no name.
Oh, I watched it again today, so I'm sure.
So was I, because I always go this way. But today, it's going to be a total different game. And it's going to be the last time that I'm giving attention just because I was asked to do so. Or else I wouldn't be here. To me, It's a waste of time. But apparently, I have to understand that stupid people would think that I'm scared. So, of course, I'm out here to show you I'm not fucking scared of you. Unfortunately, after this live, some people like Jen Camo started going on her live saying that I was a liar, that she has the audio of her last 3 days conversation. Because, yes, this message was for you, Jen, yesterday. And I started this conversation with you Friday night after receiving phone calls and message. Because you tried to reach out to me when you went back home, but I never gave you my attention. Why? Because you're weak if you're attacking men, and I didn't have time to waste with you. That's why I never got back to you until this Friday. You're a lost cause for me. Don't pay attention to this BS. Friday night, I reached out to you, not to hear you, to understand why my brother Jeremy was being attacked. So we started this conversation, and I said, hey, make sure you're recording me. So I hope you did for all conversation we had. I'm not the stupid one in that. Remember, I said reverse psychology. Reverse your head into your heart. So, yes, there's some stuff that I said that looked like it was against Jeremy, but guess what? Jeremy, were you aware of everything I would say in your back?
Yep.
The goal of me doing this was to see where I could help you too, Jen, to heal and forgive. But it took me 20 minutes to realize how evil you could be. But me being nice, I gave you my time. I also brought one brother on the phone Sunday that is a protector of the land, because when women are scared, we need to ensure that they feel safe. So one of my brother listened to you with me. So I hope you record him as well. You can go out there if you want, put it out. Go ahead. Because you also questioned me about Patty. Who's Patty? Wolverine. Who's Wolverine? Now I'm going to tell you guys something. Jeremy, can you please put up the screenshot I sent you for September 19? I'll start it there.
Yep. I'm just going to
Wolverine, I
get
hope
ready
you're
now.
listening to this message and to this live, because you all probably jump on as soon as you see Jeremy live. This is why I'm coming on this platform, to make sure you hear it.
Okay, there we go.
Before I move forward, I was late on this live because one of my brothers phoned me. I'll be very straight up here. To whoever just went and smashed something into my sister's door that lives in Toronto, back down. Soon we will know who you are that was sent there 30 minutes ago. How weak are you to come after a woman? So that's why I was late. I apologize, everyone. I just needed to take that phone call because it seems like weak men are coming after the woman now. So, how did I met Wolverine? Well, to begin with, back in July, I was in Edmonton. My cell phone rang. Paul Polite phoned me to tell me to stop flagging the Thunderbird flag. The dogman would come after me. I said, fuck the dogman. I don't care. Why are you calling me? I don't even know those dogmen. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm there to bring peace, unity, destroy the lies from the truth. So that was the first time I ever heard about dogman or whoever. I didn't pay no attention to this. Then, July 24th, I landed back here in Montreal. First person I went in to was my brother Jamie Whitmore because some documentation were going around signed by Chief Little Wolverine from Six Nations, signed by Crazy Fucking Bear from Ganasatake, White Like Snow, signed by all these baby people that I don't know of. And then I flew here. I went and see Jamie with the staff. It was my first staff, like Grandma Nancy asked me to go present to certain people and to a certain nation to bring back peace and unity between the nations. So Matt Van came to pick me up at the airport and we drove to go see Jamie. Jamie told me all about the Save for the Children convoy that was coming up in Toronto, east meet west. And then I drove with someone from traditional people, travel with the staff to go present the staff to another man in Atlantic. On our way there, Jamie had a conversation with this woman, explained those papers, as yet nobody knew who was Little Wolverine. So Jamie was humble enough to share this information and explain the whole situation. He was also told to address those people to go down with these fake documents. And we left it this way. Then, as you all know, September 28th, Hadrian came in Ottawa. I was asked by Grandma Nancy to bring the Thunderbird flag peacefully, and whatever would happen with this flag, to let it go, which I did. I even offered tobacco to those people that took the flag away. That was the only one time that I carried it on my way back. And yes, I did lift it up July 1st as well. Did I follow proper protocol? Oh, yes, I did. So, September 19th is my first time speaking to Little Wolverine. Yet, his name is either Joseph Nixon, Joseph Frank, or Joseph Doctor. Not too sure. He has so many names. And he got in touch with Adrian, and then Adrian did a free line where he spoke with him. And I asked him, "Who are you?" And then he said he was somebody very important in Oka crisis, and he had to go away. Okay. So then I'm asking him if he's going to come around to support us and to offer protection if need to be. Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm going to come there with all kinds of people. Yet we arrived there, nobody was there, and it's okay. We didn't need no protection, it was more for unity. So September 19th, as you can see, the email comes from this person to me. Because I said, well, you have all these connections apparently because you've been traveling all over. Can you please put me in contact with the person that has the title to these lands? Yeah, yeah. And I will send you a letter so you can be safe there. Say, yeah, but it's not about a paper. I want to speak to this elder to explain why I'm going there and have his approval. If not, I'm not going to lift the flag. So he did provide me the phone number of this elder. Can you please put the letter that he sent me with this email? And this is the message that he wrote in there. You can read it, Jeremy.
Okay. Uh, excuse me. Angel, make sure that this public notice is printed in color ink, otherwise it will be invalid if copied in black and white. It needs to show the blood finger prints and purple ink of signatories LW.
So he sent me this to make sure that we were okay to go lift up the Thunderbird flag. Can you read those?
I can make that bigger. Let me see here. Oh, is that bigger? Oh, that's worse. Oh, I guess that's as big as it gets. But I can read it. It says, "All brothers and sisters from Turtle Island are hereby invited by the authority of the Great Spirit to the sovereign, unceded territory of the hereditary Algonquin Nation to peacefully assemble and parle regarding a constitutional confederacy on or before the 21st of December 2023. This invitation is granted under the International Flag of Peace. A white square flag must be flown. No rectangular corporate flags will be allowed during this peaceful event."
So when I read this letter, it didn't make no sense to me. I was there September 28th. Did I print this letter? No. Did I phone this elder? Yes, I did. Did I had his approval? Yes, I did. Other nations also knew that I was there, and I do have the video of the great grandmother that sent me there. We arrived there, and all of a sudden everything changed. This is the first time I met Brenda Belanger. She arrived at the park, taking Adrian away, distracting Adrian. Then all of a sudden he starts walking, following her. Oh no, before that, those agents, or I don't know how you call them, came, wanted the flag. I didn't want to give the flag. Adrian asked me to give the flag. I gave the flag. I offered tobacco. I folded the flag and I let go, wishing them to become a human being, and that grandmother had put some prayers in there. I didn't resist. I didn't do nothing because it was women and children. And then Brenda started walking with Adrian. They crossed the street. The light changed. Here I am at the corner street with Doug. These SUVs arrived. They're trying to pull on me. Doug pushed them back. He is getting rest. Rose has been got a rest. I didn't got a rest. Never was. Adrian kept walking with Brenda. I was left there by myself. I'm a big girl. I then, after 25 minutes, walked to the hill. Was asked to remove the curvature today, not to create harm. There was children all over. And then I went to the hill and I sat there and I was not happy. I'll leave it this way. Brenda Belanger came to see me to present me one man, Byron, which I never even heard of. He presented himself to me, something related to when the horse were there, but I never saw him, so I cannot say nothing about him. And then Brenda left. That was my one time and only time I ever met her. After sitting there, I'm messaging Wolverine because he said that he was on his way. His wife answered the phone, or I don't know who, saying that they will be there shortly. Here I am, 24 minutes after. I remember 24 minutes. Receiving the phone call, which is Wolverine, telling me, "Look behind you, I'm right there." I'm turning around. I don't know who he is. All I see is that hat, so I'm going down the hill. Yes, it's him. I thanked him for being there. It was a rough day. Then he introduced me to Soup Mama, beautiful woman. And then we spent the afternoon sitting there in front of Trudeau's office talking. He was explaining to me who he was. Adrian left to do what he needed to do. Advent came to pick me up, and we left. I never heard of Wolverine before, and that was my only 4 hours seeing him that day. Then I'm just gonna check my notes since I'm not lying. September 30th. My little brother passed away. I drove to Wolverine's house to get to know what he wanted to share with me. With Danny, we spent 4 days in his trailer. At that time, this East meet West convoy was coming in Toronto. Then Jamie told me what that plan was, which was disgusting. I had to go there. Even though my brother just passed, I had to go there. I could not go like this and let those nice families that are freedom fighter being led and being used to this plan. That's why I drove to Wolverine. Sitting there, he explained to me that he stopped the plan. He backed up. But yet he explained to me each and every single thing he planned there. Then he put everything on Gordon's back or whoever else, but not him. Soup Mama arrived. We drove me, her, and Danny to this camp where they were bringing people. I saw Freedom George, I saw Ron Clark, I saw them all. Nobody knew I was in this vehicle. I was just sitting there not doing nothing. The next day we came back there and we spoke the truth. We stopped this convoy. I had to go with Danny downtown Toronto the Friday night to go see what the fuck was going there. Because the plan was to bring people in and those poor people would be stuck. So I had to do what I had to do. Yes, Wolverine helped on that aspect, telling me what was what. So for this, I thank you, Wolverine. You at least came into your heart to stop this shit. I thank you for that. Are you a strong man? I thought you were one. Are you a broken person? Maybe you are. The reason I'm right here tonight, it's because it's 6 months that you keep saying you're BS. I don't know exactly who's leading you behind. Maybe it's some people that are sitting in United States, as you said. If so, and those people are listening, please go check your messenger February 24th at, I'll give you the exactly time, 10:33 a.m. I sent you a message because I needed to know who you were if you were so powerful. You are apparently those leading Wolverine, Joseph. So I did try to reach out to you to explain to you why I was walking with the flag and to really understand who you were. It's not my fault if you never came back to me. I tried. So today, if you have something to say to me, please reach out. We will fix this because I think someone is lying over here. I have no interest in lying. Never did, never will. This is why I am here tonight. To me, it's a waste of time, but I understood that I needed to do this to protect others that are being misled. I was at the hospital last week when Jeremy was talking about a family member was me. I was brought to the hospital Wednesday because of my back injuries problem, and I slept for 2 days at the hospital. I got out the hospital Friday around 3:30. Jeremy came to pick me up with some people. Once we got out of there, I had voicemail because I didn't listen to no message. I was sleeping. I needed to rest, and I did a lot of exam. First message was Matt Van asking me to phone him back. When I phone him back, I'll let you, Jeremy, say what he said to me.
He said he wasn't sure if you were aware what tree you had barked up, but that you would regret barking up it, you stupid cunt. That was it.
No, that was Wolverine, but I mean when
Oh,
Matt and I phoned him, what
my
did he?
bad. Sorry. That's a big difference. Sorry, Matt Van.
So Matt told me that he had received a message to give to me
Yes.
from Wolverine. What was that message?
That your brother was to watch his back and to expect to be hit in jail. And to call Wolverine back, which you tried to do.
That I had missed call from Wolverine?
After the no,
But before that, I had two
before
calls from Wolverine.
yeah,
So once I was back home, that I was calm, I tried to phone him. First time he didn't answer. Second time he did answer. Can you explain the way he answered to me?
yeah, that was what I had said the first time, where he called her a cunt and threatened her, and then hung up.
Then I
And I
left
do have.
a voicemail.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Then I called back and I left him a voicemail. And I said, if you're a true man, phone back, stop hiding behind your screen. I didn't hear what you said. I heard the last word. And if you have something to say, call me back. Because I didn't know that Jeremy did this live on him. I was at the hospital. Jeremy has his own reason why he's talking about him, but I didn't know that he did do this live. And it's not to me to control what Jeremy is allowed to say or not. He's an adult and he can do whatever he needs to do. So if you thought that I was the one, well, you're fucking wrong, man. I didn't know that. Now, for you to call me to threat my brother, yes, you helped me for my brother to have him heal and go on the native side, and I thank you for that. But if you think you're gonna turn around and call people to threat my little baby brother, be ready. He's just like me. He's not scared. He's able to defend himself. And I don't think that our brothers in jails are stupid enough to listen to your word. So, on that aspect, do whatever you want. It's not the way to behave, and I will not get into this. Friday night, Jamie phoned you. You never answered the call. He told you, if you want war, you will have war. You better go back to Creator. You never phoned him back. And here you are today. I'll send you, Jeremy, right now
Yep.
what he said about me. This is why I'm here tonight.
Okay. I can bring it up.
I didn't know that you said that, Wolverine, because I blocked everyone. I don't have time to waste with this drama. But make sure that people that send me those things. I was not gonna pay too much attention to it, but some real brothers told me that I needed to come and speak out over here. And I will pass you a message from there. This is my last warning to you, Joseph. Leave me alone, accept the truth, be a man, and move on. But for you to put this publicly, Jeremy, can you read it?
Yep. The first comment says this angel lady should be stopped. You can feel the evil coming out of her soul. And then Joseph Frank, which is Joseph Nixon slash Joseph Jocker slash Wolverine, says, I will be placing the cuffs on her too, and I'm not lying. Her day is coming.
So the message that is there for you, Wolverine, is you better stop this bullshit attacking women, because the next time the protector of the land will remind you what a man is about. That's all I can say on that. So I am giving you this last warning. I will not give you any more attention. I am not scared of you, neither of anybody that is working with you. I never did anything wrong. What I'm trying to do is bring back peace, and the rest is up to you to understand this message very clear. Whoever is working with you better understand my message as well. If anybody has any question, please reach out. I will give you the proof you need, and we can speak like adults should do. And if you are not willing to hear the truth, this is your fucking problem, not mine. If you guys want more proof on all of you, I can make this happen in the
This is a
next
little
day.
bit. This is a little bit.
And this is only half.
Yeah.
I am not there to create more harm. But if I need to protect the people that are following the devil, I will, to protect all of them. I hope my message is very clear. Now, Matt unseated, whoever you are, I never even spoke to you. I know personally that Wolverine is the one that is providing you all this information on GD Anderson and on whoever you're speaking of. Maybe you don't know, maybe you know why you're doing this. So if your next step is to call me out, I already know who gives you the information. You would look fucking stupid. As for next step, I am not with the Thunderbird movement. It is now a month and a half. I did what I needed to do with the flag, and that was it. As for whoever saying that Grandma Nancy will take away the staff from me, well, Mother's Day I was talking to Grandma Nancy. She never told me that. So whoever is saying whatever, you're a liar. And I will phone her back tomorrow. to let her know that I did this live tonight. Sometimes people should shut their mouth before creating days of their life. Don't you all think that we have more important to do than being distracted by the ones that are paid to be distracted? So I will not give it more attention and time. Whoever who wants to come and visit me, call me. I'll go meet you wherever you want by myself. No problem. I will not start this game. I won't. But I will not let you say bullshit on me. To all your followers, Jen Como, I wish them to open their eyes, to listen to the words you say, and to come to a clear mind. I am not saying you're a bad woman, but if you keep going, Creator will take care of you. He has a plan, not me. So if you want to keep going, keep going. I will not give you my time. I'll pray for you all instead. On this, I don't think I have anything else to add. I hope that my message is very, very clear. To you, Mr. Mario Lapointe, I drove to you 2 times. When I met you, you were Quebecer. All of a sudden, you turned into another nation. I also know with who you're working. Whoever said that I stole anything, well, I'm fucking glad if I stole a fucking piece of crap or paper that of agreement for the Algonquin Nation, but I never saw this paper. But if I did steal, oh, I'm fucking happy. I'm destroying a fake paper. Other than that, Stephanie Rose, why don't you come out and say where I first met you? Since you can't do it, I'll do it for you with pleasure. I met you in Van Cleek after I saved Candace in the hospital. Nobody knows that. I don't need to be a famous girl. I met you in Van Cleek Hill. Gloria, the owner of the farm, came to get me because you and Bobby Dupont were in the office asking Gloria to charge your phone, and here you were counting money. This is first time I met you. Oh, and let me remind myself. Oh, you're working with Caroline Roy. Who are you, Caroline Roy? Oh, you're working for Nolene. This is where I all met you. And Carl Deville Lewis Riel, your name is. 302 Coventry team. This is where I was. What a fucking bunch of people. I'll be polite saying it this way. So, all of you, remember I have the spreadsheet over here with the amount of money that you guys stole. Oh, Caroline Roy is related to Mary Lapointe. She was on the phone 3 weeks ago when I met Jamie at the border. I know, you're all together. I know who you are. And I am smarter than all of you by myself. That's why I did this live yesterday, not naming no name. You're so stupid, that you denounced yourself by yourself yesterday and this today. This is how stupid you guys are. So when you guys say I am RCMP, you make me laugh. Look at yourself, how stupid you are. We keep the silence, you open your mouth and you say yourself who you are. We don't have to search too far. You're too stupid. That's how we know who's who. By you. That's how
Psyop the
stupid you
psyop.
are. I hope you're all sitting behind your screen and going like this. Oh, how is it that we can get her next time? Well, there's no next time. Jeremy has one document in there. I think there's 25 page that I did last year. Who is to be watched and linked to who? And I stopped. But Jay has the other part.
It's it's
So if
pretty
you want to push
crazy
the
what we
button,
can put together.
if you guys want to push the button, push it a little bit more. That's how stupid you are. And we will put it out. You're asking for it. Or be smart like we are. Step back. Ask yourself why you're doing this. Take the phone if you have a question for me. Or be stupid and listen to your leaders. But can't you see that you're chasing your tail? It's 3 years turning around. Convoy. Wave the flag. Where the fuck are you going with that? You're turning around. You look like a bunch of crazy people.
Lots of money being spent. Lots of money being spent. That's all I know.
But can't these people see that they're going nowhere? So I am here to ask you one thing. Please stop claiming freedom when you don't even know how to walk for peace. Stop claiming freedom for your own agenda. Or keep going and you will lose everything. Because their agenda keeps going. I can't say it more clear. Who's the leader? Where are they now? They're signing books, making money. The other one is playing on this TikTok games and he's now singing some songs. The other one is bringing people on the side of the highway. Freedom, freedom, let's go, let's go. But what does that do? To all the other people, as long as you will go for politics, you can walk this way. I did try in September. I drove to Castleman after I destroyed Toronto. I went there to give the phone number to go see the traditional people. I'll still be nice. I won't say the leaders that were there that blocked me, didn't want me to walk there, but yet Danny walked in there with Soup Mama. They had the phone number. They never went. Maybe some people are paid not to bring you to the right place. Maybe this is why. Oh, Jeremy, who are the person that you could not get in contact with if you were joining some group in Quebec?
Oh, no Adrian, no Angel.
Why?
Well, 'cause they're fake. But
So,
they didn't realize that I wasn't scared to walk beside them either. I knew them before I went.
so all of you that are listening to all these people and that are scared to come and see me, I hope that you now see that you're scared for nothing. And if you have any question, I probably have the proof, not the word, the proof. I'm not somebody that's going to speak because word mean nothing. Action means everything. That's why it's hard for me to waste my time here. I don't have to convince you. I don't need you. I keep going.
Gucci.
Give me 1 second.
Uh, we'll be right back here, folks. But yeah, Angel and I haven't even really got to discuss this. As she said, like we were interrupted by things like the hospital, by things like the dogs. Um, just a little bit we've gotten to discuss can dismantle the entire movement from Van Cleek Hill forward, and we haven't even got to talk about it. Like the day we actually get to sit down and put all this together was, so there is no lack of evidence. There is no lack whatsoever. I don't know if you heard what I said while you were away there.
I did. So I don't have nothing else to add to this. I'm gonna go have a good night, rest, pray, hope that people open their eyes, open their ears, to have a clear mind. At the end, if you did wrong, let it go. Take full responsibility of what you did. This is called courage to admit when we did wrong, learn from it, and let's move on as one. That's the only way we will achieve something. And if you guys want to keep going this way, it's also your choice. I will not come back. I will not do this again unless I am asked to do so. Because everything I do comes from my heart. When I need to come out this way, I am never comfortable to do so because it's not in my beliefs. So I'm leaning on people around me. And I'm only here to bring back peace, love, friendship forever. Save the next 7. Respect motherhood. And remember that we are all sisters and brothers. On this, I love you all, even the one that I should not love, but I don't know how to not love somebody. I will always forgive, but I will never forget. As for Jeremy, again, I am very proud of you. Keep going. You're awesome man, and you have my full trust.
Thank you. Likewise.
So I love you all. Have a good night. And Jay, if you want to add something, I'll just get out and I'll go listen to it.
Okay.
And I'm wishing you a good night. I love you.
Okay. Love you too. Thank you very much. All right. Well, we've been on here for 55 minutes, so I'm not going to keep it too much longer, but I will just interject a little bit of context. Uh, just so folks that are maybe watching this blindly can understand too that during these times, it almost lines up to the day almost to when I met Joseph Nixon slash Wolverine. And that piece of paper that we brought up, I'll bring it up one more time here, because my yard was the host place for the first public meeting for Save the Children. So it's things like this that when I say we haven't even gotten the time to sit down and discuss this because we're always distracted. We're worried about far more important things. But there will come a time where this is equally important because, as I've stated before, I don't care if we win this fight tomorrow. All that have deceived the Canadian people, I will not stop until I find every single one of you and expose you. And I will do it with a smile. This piece of paper here, this was passed around in my yard to about 60, 70 people. There's probably a few people on here who were in that yard. I can probably say there's probably 4 or 5 on here that were in that yard at least. And Wolverine was there, and Crazy Bear was there, and Gordon was there. And just to, it's hard for me to read it on this screen. So, in witness whereof, the first one is Clan Mother Bright Star of the Six Nations, Chief Crazy Bear, Chief Little Wolverine, GB, which is Gordon Berry, for and on behalf of the settlers indigena. And top right here, we have Grand Chief Buffalo Eagle and Clan Mother White Bear. So just so everybody, in case you didn't see that. So it was about 2 or 3 days after this that myself and Debbie Giles went to Prince Edward Island because the gentleman, when I say gentleman, I mean Crazy Bear, Wolverine, and Gordon, they were too busy. They weren't going to be able to make PEI. So I offered to go over to PEI to do the meeting over there with Debbie Giles and probably about 34 to 35 others that were at the meeting. Everything went really well. Really well. Until the next morning when I woke up to once again being called a Fed by Veterans for Freedom. None of these gentlemen pushing to Save the Children had my back. I went back home the next day to when everything collapsed in my personal life between my roommate and my girlfriend all at the same time. A box of merchandise went missing with $5,000 worth of stickers in it, who Wolverine lied to me about and said that was looked after. Meanwhile, he was telling everybody else I sold them all and spent them on cocaine. And this would have been 1st to middle of September. So right coming up to that September 20th time, when Angel had met him. And I think that's all the context I need to put into that for right now. I'm going to keep this under an hour. But just to give you a rough idea, there is no lack of evidence. And her and I were in that same barn in Vankleek Hill. We did not know each other, but we have 2 different perspectives right from Ottawa to now. And when I stopped attending things last fall, when all this BS went down, well, somebody I now call a brother and always will be started attending, and that's Andrew. So between all of us, we have every step of this movement, including the corruption that goes with it. That is why I've held my head proud and high here for so long and taken the piss. It isn't for me. I don't do I do it because if I feel like if I walked away from it and we didn't do good for this country, I wouldn't be able to live with myself knowing the things I do know. So when you're jumping on board with these narratives, make sure you've got the facts first, because many of us do every step of the way. Have a good night, folks. We're looking out for you.